This is Kevin O'Brien with Handelsblatt Global Edition in Berlin. We're at the Brandenburg Gate today, and 20 meters from here, we're about to interview Kristalina Ivanova-Georgieva, the European Commissioner for Budget and Human Resources. Commissioner Georgieva, thanks for being with us today. The European Commission spends only about 3% of its annual budget on the refugee crisis. Is that enough?
Well, the needs, of course, are growing, but we also have increased resources to follow the needs. We started 2015 with 4.5 billion euros for the 2 years, previous and current, and now we are at 10.5 billion euros, meeting the demands to help with emergency measures in member states and also to help refugees where they are.
The refugee crisis has divided the European Union. Many countries in the East have refused to take in refugees. Are the Eastern members full members or not?
We lived for many years on the other side of the Iron Curtain, and that has consequences. The Eastern European countries have no tradition to live with diversity, ethnic or religious diversity. To the extent there is religious diversity, it is because people have been living together for centuries, not because they came from outside. And on top of it, we now all face the scare of terrorism. In Eastern Europe, I strongly believe that with time, countries would get more comfortable that taking refugees is morally right, and it is also in our own interest because it contributes to our shrinking labor force.
In less than a week, British voters are going to decide whether to leave the European Union. Is that referendum not in itself an indictment of the EU?
But two things. One, the question that is currently a focus of attention of the British people and the rest of us in Europe is one that is actually much broader and deeper existential question. Can we have a union in which those who want to and have to integrate deeper can do it, and those who want to be looser but still in the union also can do it? Very often national governments would unionize problems and nationalize successes. And that is something that is understandable in a moment of turbulence, but we have to think whether this serves Europe well.
The European Commission is considering giving some countries incentives or penalties to take in more refugees. Is this going to work?
For new member states, there have been some threats that if they don't take refugees, money would be taken away. And that has been not very productive because, first, cohesion policy is not charity. It is there to benefit all of us. Everybody benefits from higher purchasing power and higher growth in the new member states. But on the other hand, new member states cannot be seen as being full-time Europeans when they benefit and part-time Europeans when they don't like the sharing. We will get to a point when the Union comes out of this crisis, as we did from the Eurozone crisis, stronger.